I'll be reacting to Cardfight Vanguard overdress episode 25. I'll be watching it off of Crunchyroll website, and I'll be starting off my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped the fuck up for this. Oh man, now this is how you build up a match right here. And even love how Donji's pondering about things in his life too. I just hope that Donji realizes, though, is that while yes, it's great that he wants to be a better older brother. Oh, better older brother for Mide. He has to, at the same time, also needs a balance in his life too, though. He needs to have a room in his life for his friends. I can understand Donji's stance, but I hope here they can defeat him so that. Well, honestly, it has to be Toya because he hasn't really competed yet. Okay, these two don't look like they're ready for a cardigan fight. They're looking like they're ready for a fist match. Am I like the only one that gets those vibes? I mean, with the way they look at each other with absolute and utter contempt, I'm like, bro. These two have the faces ready to say, no, fuck these cardigans. We're just going to kick each other's ass. And I fucking love that shit. That's how you do a stare down right before a match because it has great framing overall. I mean, those two look at each other side by side. And also, the animation stuff is taking advantage of the fact that we've been wanting to see this confrontation for so many darn weeks, too. Which also makes it pretty damn freaking lit. If you ask me, anyways. Now, in saying that, though, I gotta say, so far, when it comes to the bit of the opening where you see all the people rising up, yeah, it's essentially been in the order that our main characters have faced the Daybreak members. Which, good job on the animators for the opening because at least going in the first few episodes, any new viewer wouldn't have had any idea things were going to go down that way. All right, now it's back. No, seriously, these two look like they're about to just get a glass of fucking beer and spit it on each other's faces with the way they're looking at each other. I just love how the name Steve sounds like such a simple name for a guard. And like, it's so unusual. You wouldn't expect to hear that kind of stuff in a card game anime. Now that sounds like a natural born card game name. When it comes to like a monster description. You know what I'm liking here too? While normally I do love Tamari's commentary, I'm glad she's not commentating in this specific match. Considering the seriousness involved, I think it's better that way. Because at least here it shows off that narratively there ain't going to be any jokes. This is going to be a drama-filled match, and I'm all for it. Honestly, these two have no reasons not to be serious. And everyone's going to say, no, Gardo. And that shit never gets old to me. And likewise, Andre knows Toya pretty well, too. I mean, they faced each other so many times. At the end of the day, it's probably going to come down to not who knows each other the most, but who's going to be the most adaptive. Or who could also be the most luckiest, too, actually. I mean, it shows you how much Toyo's grown in him having a restrained approach. That probably means he's saving most of his hand for future turns. I'd say that's pretty smart. Best to play that one than be utterly predictable and fall into Donji's hands here. I mean, hey, it shows you how much Toyo's changed as an individual. Only because the old Toyo would have been all gung-ho about throwing every single fucking card and potentially not having enough left in the tank for the latter portions of the match. At least it's how I perceive it. Yo, the way this Ikikasu? That's epic. Toyo is never the man to bow the fuck down for any other man, though. But I love it, Donji saying that, because it shows you how much confidence he's got, especially in front of a strong opponent like Toyo here. Fuck. I was hoping you'd be able to have at least the perfect guard, but you know what? This makes sense because until you're taking damage, it escalates the stakes of the match, and it kind of needs to, especially considering that so far Daybreak's lost more members than Black Guy has so far. So they need to do something to increase the stakes, and there's one way of doing it, actually. I just honestly, whenever they say no guard, fucking love that shit, especially guard too. I wonder how many takes the voice actors in this series practice to get those to a T. Okay, our boy Toyos looks like he's come out of a fucking marathon with how much he's been sweating, but again, that's like the dramatic effect I like about this series, though. Even though there should be no way a card game match should be wearing out someone this much, it just looks cool. And from a visual standpoint, it makes the matches look really striking, too. Oh! Okay, I thought for a second Toyo lost, and then Megumi went up against Anji for a second off screen. I was kind of getting worried it was getting a little bit rushed for a second. No, it isn't looking good because Toy hasn't even gone on the offense yet. Oh, I love how he's got some bite in his words. Donji better be fucking careful what he wishes for. He knows as much as anyone that anyone can make a turnaround in a match like that. Yes! I just love to the smears when he's just like, bring it on. And especially those smears when our boy tries us a fist bump. Now that's the type of kinetic energy that only elevates the match. Because if it wasn't for stuff like that, the match would be restrained. Say, for example, here's one series, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, where the animation there is limited, where it kind of lowers The intensity of the match. I love how here, though, instead of it being a weakness, the visuals are a freaking strength. Sup, anime doji? It's nice to at the very least see Donji get blown by just a little bit. Then with the way he slammed that, it sounded like he might have actually been capable of breaking the fucking table. Good. Because that also figuratively shows you that Artoya, he can finally figuratively see the forest beyond the trees, because he wasn't able to do that in season 1. So kind of like how it's a full character circle on him here now. Oh, thank you for the info, anime doji. It looked like it just fucking teleported for a second. Oh, now it's fucking down. Yes. Hey, there's nothing wrong with discarding something in life that doesn't work. I'm actually in agreement with Toya's perspective here, because if the old ways of doing things don't work, you sometimes have to try new methods. This is some nice choreography, especially like when we see the sparkles of like the triangle patterns, or even the lightning sparks. It has more intensity. So both of their card avatars going at each other. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna lose. Oh. I mean, it looks like it's gonna have to be up to Yu here at this rate. I mean, I'll still react to the winter. I'm not gonna. I don't make lists for winter anime OG. No one even watches my videos when I make a list, so I don't make lists. It's pointless for me. I just react to anime. I kind of like this for Toya's. At the very least, we know he's done some self exploration. At the very least, really acknowledge the action that he's done. Oh, okay, that's fucking rare. Hope that means that this time Donji, yes, about damn time. But hey, it looks like that bold decision making is going to work at this rate. Good. And I'm kind of glad, because it shows us that Toya thinking things through and not acting wildly anymore. Oh, is at the very least pushing Donji in a corner. And I love how this new mindset. And there's something I love about this series. Whenever you have characters with a new mindset, it doesn't just apply to how they act out of card game matches. It also applies to how they play the card game matches too. That's good writing, because it connects character development with card playing perfectly to a science. Oh yeah, thank you for the Attack on Titan info, anime doji. I mean, the thing is, at times like this, Terry's gonna have to go with the flow if he's gonna want to win. And that's what I like. Just hearing his approach to everything. Just going at it at his best every single time. I hope it's not. I hope it's a card that's completely worthless towards Donji because as much as I like him, I want him to lose in this instance. I kind of like how now as the energy of the match is lowered a bit, they're using more distance shots now. It's a great way of portraying their tiredness as the match is wearing on, too. Yo, that track playing is pretty dang fire. Well, it's understandable, though. Animated OG. Animators need a break. In a way, Donji and Toy kind of do have semi-similar arcs. And I kind of like this how those days he spent with you and others, they weren't just for show. They've actually helped improve him as an individual, which is nice. Because it shows you the two-way relationship he has with the other Black members. And the irony here, too, because you got to remember, well, hey, Toya is fucking cool. So it's natural he's going to say a lot of cool shit. And I love the irony here because Donji is the one who had Toya as a replacement. That's the beauty of it all. Yo, our fucking Toya looks like he's about to fucking collapse on the floor with the way he's huffing and buffing. Yes! Finally, I love hearing those magical words. Ah. I mean, hey, finally Toya's. Damn, boy! It's a card, you know what? Fuck it. Damn, it's a fucking card game. I wasn't expecting both of them to fucking faint. Yo, if they just knock the fuck out, I hope they have an ambulance ready in case Miri finishes off her match. I think she might need one. If we have someone as strong as Donji and Toya knock the fuck out, I don't even imagine what happened to Miri if she were to lose a freaking match. I kind of like this, how we see the philosophy that Donji used to have a Darwinism point of view. Well, I can believe animated OG. Oh man, no wonder why Donji was pissed. Hell, that further justifies his actions if you ask me. But the thing is, though, Donji had his heart in the right place, though. That's the thing. No one can blame him for what he did. The thing is, sometimes in life, you shouldn't really throw away everything that's part of your past because that's what makes you you. You know, Yu's right about that. And there's something beautiful about hearing this from you, considering the series kind of started out with going up against Donji. Yeah, that's usually the best because sometimes doing things in absolute is the worst way. Sometimes you want to compromise or just take things up from your past and use it to improve yourself in the present or future. Yeah, I already reacted to that one anime doji. Good at the very least. Our Donji's changing for the better. Aw, our boy's adorable when he smiles like that. Oh, he's gonna have to deliver Mirty the bad news that he got his ass whooped. Or not. Huh? Oh, snap. And I kind of like this because, yes, you would normally see this in card game anime when you have a main character get a new card that allows them to defeat their opponent. Whoa! But you know, I consider Don's coming, considering that Yu uses a deck that Mita used to use. And considering he's connected with Donji. And considering he's one of the leaders of Blackout, he's actually one of the most fitting opponents against Mita, just off of a narrative standpoint. Yeah, I hope the winter season's better. But overall, I gotta say, this was a 10 out of 10 caliber episode, though. Because for one, from a story standpoint, there was a lot of plot progression. Donji was defeated in a singular episode, and it perfectly sets up Midi versus Yu. Especially since Yu got a lot out of watching Donji going up against Toya. And from a character standpoint, did a lot from Toya because in seeing his mindset change from a much more analytical standpoint and patient standpoint, he was able to defeat Donji because if it wasn't for that, you would have been completely annihilated by Donji's offense. So I do like that. Seeing how Toya being more level-headed led to his victory. Because it shows you that Toya's growth not only helped him out and interact with other people, but also helped him out in this specific guard game match too, which is a perfect connection between guard game and character development. That's why I thought the character running was fantastic. Visually, it was the prettiest looking episode in the series by far. And the music was fire. And I love the voice acting. And that's why I thought the episode was worthy of a 10 out of 10. I'm assuming it's going to be Donji that's going to talk about the card this time. Oh, never mind. I'm fine with Toya too. I love how he talks so passionately about his card. Oh, Happy New Year also, Anime Doji. Thank you very much. Jeez. I'm going to have to watch this again in slow motion to get all that. The way it was speeding through the whole thing. It's going to be sad to see the last episode of the season, but I'm hyped for this, though. Okay, they're not showing much, but you know what? I don't blame him. It is the last episode of the season. Well, anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Thank you, Anime Doji, for commenting on the live chat, and thank everyone else for watching my video. Hope y'all read it, share it, comment, or subscribe because I will be reacting to the next episode tomorrow when I come back from work. But anyways, y'all, Thank you very much for watching my video, and have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.